Hello everyone and welcome back to another Fam 2 Cents cooking video. Today we are making Bolognese, a dish requested by one of my viewers from across the pond, and they asked for me to make this, and I've never made it before, so I decided to give it a try. And after looking at several recipes and different things like that, I have tweaked it and kind of made it my own and made it how I would make it for my family, because why would I make it any other way? So it's not going to be really super accurate or close to exactly how you or your grandma maybe have made it or something like that, but this is how I made it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let's get to it. First things first, this video is going to start off just how most of my other videos start off, and that is chopping up the veggies, doing your prep and making sure that these are chopped up nice and good. Now what I'm going to be using is a little chopper here that I bought a little while ago that enables you to be able to cut large quantities of vegetables into very small and fine pieces very quickly, because I don't like doing this when they have to be small or fine with a knife, because it takes forever and my knife skills are pretty terrible. As you people know, if you watch this channel, you'll know that I'm not a chef when it comes to knife usage, so I'm cheating. And that's fine. Next up we have our ground beef. I'm going to just take this and saute it in the bottom of the pan for a while. I can't remember exactly how much I use. It's probably like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of ground beef, and the reason that I made or used so much is because I actually planned on eating this for a few days, because like I said, food has been a little weird around here. And at the current moment, we really are better off just kind of making large dishes that we can eat over several days, instead of trying to find something new to cook every night, because it's just, it's been getting out of hand. So, as you can see, I have my meat in here. I use the potato masher, which I don't think I've ever done this before, but for whatever reason, I just saw it, and I'm like, I'm gonna break this meat up with this potato masher. So, that happened, and it worked. It worked out pretty good, actually, so there you go. And we're going to go ahead and cook this down for a bit until all the pink is gone. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and season our meat really quick. Nothing fancy. Salt, pepper, cayenne, and a little bit of garlic powder just to start things off. And eventually we'll have to season for taste just a little bit later, but you want some of that flavor to cook in beforehand. Because having the meat cooked separately and flavored separately, I believe, leads to a much better sauce. You season in layers, yo. Once that meat is cooked down, we're going to go ahead and take our chopped up veggies and just mix that in there. What we chopped up to was some carrots, some celery, and our onion. And it's kind of up to you how much you put in there. Now, some people would probably argue I should have did this the other way around, but I kind of want the vegetables to retain just a little texture, if possible. Now, that might actually be difficult to pull off, because I am going to kind of pressure cook this just to speed it up, because I didn't have a lot of time, so pressure cooking was the quickest way to get this done. And believe me, I don't think they're gonna have a whole lot of texture after you do that. But anyway, moving on, I put in the tomato sauce here, just 1 can of crushed tomatoes. I kind of wanted a different kind of tomato, canned tomato, but she brought me those, so that's fine. Added my beef broth here, and you'll see there is a suspicious lack of wine here. I don't cook with wine. I never have. I don't have it in my house, and I don't want to buy it specifically to use it for 1 or 2 recipes. So if a dish requires wine of some sort, chances are you'll never see me use it. What I added just there was some oregano and a little bit of basil. Sorry, got a little tongue-tied there. Basil and oregano before I put the top on, and then I had some parsley over here on the side that I decided to go ahead and chop up, because we'll be adding that towards the end once everything is done. But over here I used rigatoni noodles. I didn't do anything special here, so there's nothing to really see. There's no clip here, it's just the noodles. so I didn't get a clip of me like cooking those or anything like that. But here's me just kind of dicing up parsley. You didn't dice up parsley, you idiot. Just chopping up the parsley as finely as I can get it, just so I can add that a little bit later on. I can't believe I almost said dicing up the parsley. Anyway, here we go, skimming off some of that fat and oil off of the top, because there was a bit too much of that for my liking. If you want to keep some of that in, that is totally up to you, but I tried to get some out of there before things got a little out of hand. Because I definitely didn't want that to be too bad. And then I added the parsley afterwards, turned it back on simmer after taste testing, and adding a little bit more salt and garlic just for flavor, just to make sure, because once you add all that liquid and stuff, the flavor does get a bit diluted. So I added a little more garlic salt, sorry, and some more pepper. I went ahead and tossed the parsley in there, and towards the end here is when I added the milk and the cheese, because I didn't want those to get all weird inside of the pressure cooker, or you know, I just didn't know what was gonna happen. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait until the dish is basically done, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our Parmesan cheese. And I added some milk to it, because the recipe called for it, and it gave it a nice, really nice creamy texture to it that made it really tasty. So I see why those were added. I don't know what I'm missing from the wine, but I'm sure people are like, you ruined the whole dish because you didn't have the wine. And you know what, I don't care, because my daughter had to eat some of this too. So I know all the old wine, you know, the alcohol burns off and all that good stuff, but I just don't cook with wine, man. It's not a thing that I do. So after that, the milk and cheese was added. I decided to go ahead and leave the Ninja Foodi on saute, so that way I can allow some of that sauce to really reduce and let those flavors really get to know each other. And the end result was something really, really amazing. It tastes very good with those rigatoni noodles. They were nice and thick, and some of that sauce got pushed into the middle of some of them or whatever. It was just a really good dish. Like, I can't believe I've never made this before. Like, I've made meat sauces and stuff before, but never anything like this, and it turned out amazing. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I really had a good time making this, and it was actually really good. And I got to do another thing in the Ninja Foodi, which is always fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. 2021 is going to be the year for my cooking channel. I'm going to put everything I can into this channel and be putting my focus on this one specifically. So hopefully I have your support. You guys are sharing and liking the videos as usual, and I will see you guys on the next one.